Wait, I'm wondering why this thing's so dark. Oh my god. Good morning, Facebook. How are you doing? How is everybody doing? It's another beautiful day in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And if you are viewing from outside of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you can let me know how the weather is. Some places look like they have been having snow. If you're in a region that is snowing, please stay warm and enjoy the exercise, removing the snow, the built up, the ice, and all the best. Alright guys, so yes, I'm not gonna be staying long today. I just at the end of this video, I am gonna be giving away one free book, a trick called Victor. If you all can remember, those of you who've been viewing my videos for the longest while, you recall that I have several books, and one of them is this children's book. And at the end of the video, I will leave the instructions as to how you can get this book. I'm actually giving away two, but one of them I am actually gonna give a specific person, because that person has always been commenting and viewing my live videos for a long time now. So that person is gonna have a free book. And this other book is gonna be given away. I'll give you the instructions at the end of this video. Hope I don't forget. Alright guys, so anyway, I just want to touch on briefly on a topic: selfishness and decision making. Alright. Good morning, Barbara Grant. How are you doing? Selfishness and decision making. Alright, let me load on this. Let me stop this thing here for now. In order for you to make good decisions, you have to approach decision making from an unselfish perspective. And oftentimes we see people falling into situations and we wonder why they experience those those events. We wonder why they got themselves involved. But when I look at it, I said to myself, when you get involved in things that lack integrity, when you make decisions that you end up being hauled in before the court, when you make decisions that get you and your partner in trouble, when you make decisions in the workplace that are selfish, then you end up in trouble. You can never make a good decision if you are being selfish in the decision making. Good morning, Marvin Bob. You have a good day too. So there's no, when in terms of selfishness, I look at it from a point of view of it's all about me, and I look at it as in terms of arrogance. You get offended, you're making decisions based on how you feel and not how everyone in the whole decision making feel. So let's say, for instance, you are in a relationship and you have to make a decision regarding maybe buying a house, buying a car. Instead of consulting with your partner, you go ahead and you blow up all your money buying a car, and then you come in the relationship where you have other things to do with the money and you do not have any money to contribute. That is a sign of selfishness, and it gets you into trouble. Another instance is where you might find yourself in some kind of fraud or corruption. Why? It's never, you see, when you make decisions and you do things that are corrupt and lack integrity, it's because you are selfish. You are only thinking of what you can benefit. And oftentimes people who encourage us in things that lack integrity, because sometimes you might not even come up with the idea, it might be the idea came from somebody else, but they're bringing it to you, and they often bring it in a way that you see how you can benefit. So let's say somebody is encouraging you to get involved in a fraud or robbery. They will come to you and they will show you the benefits that you can get from that. They're going to make it look so good that you can't refuse if you are thinking selfishly. But if you're thinking in terms of how's my family going to feel? How are those who I'm going to commit fraud against? How are those who I'm going to steal from going to feel? What kind of effects is it going to have on the people other than myself? Then you're not going to make that decision. So that for me is selfishness. So there's no kind of what's the word? I'm trying to find a word. There's no kind of alignment between selfishness and good decision making. If you want to make good decisions, always make decisions from a perspective that you're thinking about the other parties involved. When you do so, it's going to reduce your chances of making decisions that are lacking in honesty and lack of integrity. Always also look at the consequences of your decision making. The consequences, and that will come in under selfishness. There's always consequences to your actions. Think about the after effects. If I get caught stealing, how am I going to feel? What is going to happen to me? Am I going to go to jail? Am I going to be pulled before the court? Are people going to laugh at me? You know, these are the things you have to think of. How am I going to feel? Will I be at peace with myself when I finish making that decision? Well, yes, Barbara, there are times when you have to be selfish. But when it comes to your health, you see, selfishness is there, and I won't call it selfishness in that instance, because if there is something concerning your health that you have to make a decision, let's say you have a decision to make regarding your health, your body. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's not selfish to do the things that's going to benefit you. But if it's going to benefit you and it's going to negatively affect others, you're going to have to think. And it depends, because it depends on the scenario. Let's say you want to pursue your studies, and doing so might have cause a chaos in your family. You might say, you know what, there might be other ways of pursuing my studies. So instead of going to the campus, you might say, okay, let me do this online, because if I leave my children, they're going to be in a state that... So there are instances when you have to be selfish. But it depends on how the effects are the effects going to be greater for you in terms of positive, and for others what kind of chaos is it going to cause? Are you going to be at peace with yourself? And I look at this from the perspective of being honest and have integrity. That is how I look at it. But I say that if you're taking care of yourself, your health, your education, I don't think it's being selfish. At the same time, you have to know what's best for your family. Because I might make a decision that I didn't realize would affect my family that way, and then at some point you have to pull up. But there are some things that when you've done them, the damage can be so great that it might end up where you're crossing the law. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of selfishness. When you're doing things, your actions are affecting the lives of others. It's infringing on the rights of others. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So you have to be careful with that. It goes in the workplace. If you're providing a service and a customer has an issue, don't just think about me and how offended I am. The customer has an issue. Deal with the issue and don't think about yourself. Think about the customer. How are you making the customer feel? Because your duty is to make the customer feel appreciated. If it's in a relationship, same way, it's not all about you, it's sometimes about the other person. It's a give and take. But I say, if you're in a relationship with somebody who is selfish and not giving, and there's always for themselves, I think that's the wrong relationship to be in. That's my whole point. You shouldn't be in a relationship where you're giving, and the other person is just taking, and you're not feeling fulfilled. So you shouldn't find yourself in that situation. So the best decisions that you can make, take into consideration your significant others. And if it's to do with the society, you must think on the consequences of your actions. And if you can live with the consequences, imagine the consequences. Don't just get carried away by the whole glitter and the glamour. Think about the consequences. Sometimes when we are about to commit an act, it looks very appealing, but and then we you see, Satan don't show you the consequences. Satan just show you the glitter and the glamour. And Satan knows how to entice you, to get you involved in things that are not right, to make you make decisions that are not right. So you have to be wise to look at it and say, am I making a decision that, what are the consequences? How is it going to affect others? So it's not always about you. All right, good morning, Juliet Pilgrim. Good morning, Angela Thomas. All right, guys, so that's my video for today. So when you're making decisions, always consider every avenue in terms of decision making. Review and see how you put yourself in after. Imagine making the decision and how you're going to feel after. Look at the benefits versus the disadvantages. And if there are others involved in this issue that you're making decision, make a decision regarding, just make sure that you do it in the best interest of all, and things are most likely going to work out right. All right, for those people who are always viewing my live videos, I have an opportunity here for you to get a free children's book. I've been giving away these to some people off table, so now it's time to come here. If you are living outside of St. Vincent and there's a possibility that you can get the book, you can also get the book, right? But if you are in St. Vincent, you just let me know. I would not be posting the book. I am not responsible for paying for postage. But if you are overseas and you're one of the persons who may get this book, you're going to have to let me know how you can get it. Maybe somebody can collect it for you, and you will get it somehow, but collect it from me. All right, so the terms and conditions, you must be a regular viewer of my live videos. I know how to verify that by going through some of my live videos, and whether you watch it after or before. Also, your child or grandchild, or maybe even niece or nephew, must be within the age of 5 to 10. So let's say your child should be around, say, grade, if your child is around grade 2 to grade 4, you can get the book. If your child is between age 5 and 10, up to grade 5, you can get the book. So grade 2 to grade 5. Grade 2 to grade 5 are the most likely candidates to get this book. Just comment below and let me know what the price for the books. It's available on Amazon. Amazon.com. Just Google my name, Ophelia Mayo, and you will see the book. But if you've been a frequent viewer of my live videos, just comment below and let me know that you want the book, and I will respond. I will look at all of the persons who say they want the book, and I will verify that you have a child or a grandchild or a niece or a nephew within that age group. All right, so only one person can win this book, and I have other person that I'm giving one to, because they're always on my live videos and interacting. So guys, that's it. So get the book, A Chick Called Victor. And for those of you who have children at the age where they are doing book reports, this book is an excellent book for your child. I have a few available that you can actually get for $20. I will reduce the price to $20, maybe for 3 or 4 persons. So you can actually get a copy for $20. I've been selling them for $25. I'll sell at $20 for one of the books. If you are ready for the book, it can help your child in terms of doing a book report. It's an excellent book to do a book report on. I've given away a few to a few children, and some of them parents have bought the book and have been using it for book reports even outside of St. Vincent. All right, so I will deal with I want the book later on. When I get back from the city, so tonight, God's willing, I'll deal with that, and somebody's gonna win the book. But you're gonna have to be able to collect the book from me in St. Vincent. Just make sure you're able to do that. And if you can, then you will get that book. A chick called Victor. Have a great day, people. It's a good Friday. Have a blessed weekend and a great day. Thanks for viewing, everybody. I appreciate. All right, I will respond to the comments later on. All right, bye.